What is up, everybody? How's it going? Long time no see. Did you miss me? You miss Alex? What miss Hassel? Everybody, how's it going? Miss Graham? Well, I don't know how to actually respond to a hypothetical audience, so I'm just gonna roll with it. This is the Top Platform Season 2, Episode 1. Hassel always wins. I'm your host, Chi, and I just named all my guests. So, this is a 60 to 90 minute show for NC Melee, by NC Melee. We use this platform to talk about local results, controversy, current national drama, and other Melee-related topics. It's been a while since we've had an episode, so in case you forgot, stick around for the end. We'll just be talking about how much we miss it for real. So we like to start off by telling each other and the world how we're doing. So Smash Department residents, one of you start. How have you been doing? What have you done recently inside the game?
Yeah, I haven't been playing a ton.
You're also sick, so
Yeah, I've been working. So I worked like 14 of the last 16 days, and my last 4 off days I've been really sick. So it's been watching and scheming. That's it.
Graham, what have you been up to?
Kind of same shit. Working. I would be going to more stuff, but there aren't any tournaments anymore. I don't know what happened.
Oh, maybe we should get to talking about that later in the episode. Hassel, what have you been up to? How's retirement? How's Melee retirement going, my friend?
I'm sick because of Alex.
We made out at Tizzles.
Oh, good plan.
There's nothing else going on. I'm just sick.
All right, well, fair enough. So maybe first off, we should kick it off with something not local, aka the Big House. Guys, did any of you watch Big House this weekend? Did you enjoy the viewing experience? Enjoy the tweets, whatever experience, whatever social media you used to engage? How did you feel about it?
Yeah, I liked it. HBox is either literally leagues above everybody else in the world, or maybe Puff Fox ain't that bad. Who knows? Also, Plup's pretty good. Tylenol's pretty good for beating up on that Canadian dude. Yo, fuck that Canadian dude.
Canadian puffs.
Yeah, I know, right? And then Shark good, but he got a little unlucky versus the commentator dude. Yeah. So,
that commentator guy.
Yeah, but I think next time he'll get him. So that's all I got.
Graham, did you see any Big House?
Yeah. I mean, it was good. I love seeing HBox win, and I thought this was a really good. I think people are calling it like the Diamond Age or something of Melee, like Golden Age, Platinum Age, Diamond Age. I don't know. There's some like
weird hierarchy.
Yeah, as far as like eras go, and I think this was like a really good example of like whatever the current era of Melee is, where obviously Armada, Hungrybox, Mewtwo King, Mango are all still really good players, but people are finally kind of able to challenge them.
Yeah.
And the further you go down the rankings, the more likely like crazy upsets are to happen, which I think is good for as like a spectator.
Yeah. Hassel, did you enjoy Big House? Did you watch any of it?
I watched top 8, or at least until HBox beat Leffen, and then I stopped watching. So, I don't know, HBox is really boring to watch. I don't have much else to say beyond that. Fucking Puff is so fucking stupid.
Is Graham the only person here who loves watching HBox? Actually,
I like watching HBox, actually.
Yeah,
I mean,
Alex
like...
Alex has like Stockholm syndrome, where he's like, oh yeah, I like Puff.
Puff. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's fun to watch, but I don't know. Watching it's whenever I watch HBox win when a Fox is playing like a mega gay, I actually kind of get enjoyment out of. Now, if they're not playing mega gay and HBox just doing like cheesy bullshit all over the place, then I'm just like, come on, that's just stupid to me.
So what you're saying is you like watching him beat M2K and Armada?
Yeah, M2K hasn't been that bad recently. Armada's definitely mega gay. So I do like watching him beat Armada, but like whenever I see him beat other people, like I don't like seeing him beat Leffen because sometimes Leffen plays pretty gay, but he's usually not that bad.
Yeah.
But what happens is Leffen will just make a mistake and then die, and it's just like, oh god, this is so gay. But then like HBox tournament winners 4 times in a row, and you can't punish it because you can't challenge that, or spot dodge 6 times and then up the rest of it. I'm
roll
like
3 or 4 times.
I'm like, what is this? Is this Smash 4? It's like one person's playing Melee and the other person's playing Smash 4, and it's like, what is going on? Other than that, though, I don't mind watching him.
Yeah. Since we're still talking about kind of top 8 / really high level stuff, what do you guys think about Plup versus Leffen in winners finals? Like, Graham, I think you alluded to this. Like, do you guys think this is a new era? Because this is the first non-god versus non-god winners finals we've seen since like 2009 or something like that. Like,
I mean, at least when a lot of them were in attendance, right?
Yeah, at a
Yeah,
tournament
like-
where they were like,
yeah,
I don't know what the
Yeah.
cutoff is.
Because I don't know, me and Talon played at TDML 36. That was one of the second non-god versus non-god winners.
Yeah,
That was,
respect.
a pretty big deal, I thought,
Yeah.
when that happened.
yeah, it's pretty good set. I heard Dash clutched it out.
It was pretty tight. But no, yeah, I don't know. I mean, when they're playing well, maybe. But Leffen could get like 17th or 1st at any tournament, and Plup could probably do the same. So I can't say the same for Armado. You know, so I don't know. I mean,
That's
yeah,
true.
maybe it's a new era, but at the same time, it's like, you know, Plup lost to somebody garbage like a month ago, and then
Who did he
Leffen-
lose to?
I can't remember, but he lost to somebody that was kind of cheeks and made a big losers run.
A boo?
Was it Abu? Is that what I'm thinking
Yeah,
of?
he lost to
Yeah.
Abu at Evo.
Yeah. Will
Ugh.
Armada ever lose to Abu? Like, no. No.
He's beaten a boo in Peach Puff, which I think is pretty funny.
Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah,
It's an
it's definitely there's
educational
definitely some changes. I don't think that the big shift is really signified by what just happened at the big house. I think kind of Graham noted that earlier. It's more so the bottom like 50.
Yeah.
Maybe not bottom 50, but the bottom like maybe 70 that are kind of like getting upset on almost a tournament basis.
Right.
You don't see that all that you weren't seeing in the past few years. You know what I mean? Like top 100 players very rarely even lost to non-top 100 players. That's how consistent the game was. But now those are kind of up for grabs. So
Yeah, so
I think that's a better signal.
So let's talk about that. There was actually a huge number of like upsets / like notable results in the lower level. Like, what is it? There's that tweet that like Abate and Kells both didn't make top 64, and they've previously placed top 8 like at big houses before, right?
Oh,
And-
well, I mean West Balls.
And West Ball's got
Mike
65th.
Hayes.
Mike Hayes.
65th. I think somebody else did too.
Yeah. Well, somebody.
Did Rocka Croc make top 64?
Yeah, Rock Croc beat Rocky or whatever to make 60. Shit.
That dude
Rocky
is a
almost beat
dinosaur.
Leffen.
That first game.
At the big
And
house.
Levin cooked him the game
Yeah.
after that. That was. Ugh.
Yeah, Rock Croc did the same thing. Did you guys see that set? Rocky,
Oh, no.
Rock Croc
I
was
don't watch
down
gaming
3 stocks
sets.
to 1. Game 2 down 3 stocks to 1 and made a 3-stock comeback to win, and then won last stock game 3 to win the set. It was.
How do you do
insane.
that in Ganon versus Falco? I just want to know, like, how it's possible for Ganon to even touch Falco.
Dude,
I mean, if he does and Falco's off stage, like,
Yeah.
I need 3 pairs and that's a stock.
Dude, I don't know, man. What's his name? Rocky started playing way too Mango-esque for not being Mango. You have to be Mango to play like Mango. If you're not, you lose.
Insightful.
Yeah. Very insane.
You have to be
I
like
mean-
Mango to play like Mango.
I guess the unfortunate part about Big House is that NC didn't do very well, right? Like, who was the highest placer from NC?
Sure.
Like, Sharks and well, Kaon if you count him, but Sharks and Kaon.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't
65th.
count
It's New York.
Sharks. I definitely don't count Chaos, so Sharks.
So Sharks at 65th, losing to Homemade Waffles, right?
Uh,
He was saying
Yeah,
that
something like that.
he was saying he doesn't know what to do against Falco, and
Probably because he doesn't play Falcos, because there are no Falcos in NC.
let's see.
yeah.
Who was the next highest placer after that?
Probably Tylenol, right?
I think actually Tylenol and Lamb tied. Oh,
Wait, Tylenol and who?
Tylenol went 0-2 in bracket.
Tylenol and who?
Lamb? Wait. Can somebody check on this?
Yeah, who the
Graham,
fuck
can
is
you
this
check on
man?
this?
I don't think I can, actually.
All right.
I can. Hold
I think the implication there is a little too absurd for me.
on. Mama, who, Lamb? Is Lamb the goat? Loki?
Oh god.
Well, that just means he made it out of round 1 pools and then went 0-2, right?
Or
Talking about Tylenol? Yeah.
he could have made it out in losers and then
He could have made it out losers and won.
and then
2
lost
games.
instantly. Oh yeah, 1-2 games. That's still though.
No,
like,
you only need to
or
win
1-2
one set.
You only
okay.
need to win three
sure.
like if you win 3 sets, you make from losers you make 128th or something.
Let's see, Lamb.
I thought you had to win 2 sets.
I don't know.
I
Alex is looking
think
at
I think the
I'm looking
way
at it now.
because like the
Yeah,
first round when you
Lamb
split
won
like
2
that in
sets.
bracket,
Lamb won
Alright,
2
Graham.
sets.
Fucking smartass.
I don't
And
know.
then how
buddy.
did
So Lamb
then
made
who-
it to losers round 3, which
Okay.
is oh shit, it doesn't lay it out very easily here.
Maybe you'd have to win
65th.
2 sets. I
What's
don't
the
know.
next place behind 65th? Like
97th.
97th. So
yeah.
what's one more class past that one? 129.
128th, yeah.
That's what
So
Lamb got then.
Okay, so did Tylenol place one higher than
I'm gonna check. I think Talonal. Well, I mean, not if you went 0-2.
Tylenol went 0-2 in bracket, so he
Yeah.
got the same place.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tylenol got one higher.
No.
place.
Tylenol did not go 0-2 in bracket.
What?
He won one in losers. Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
That was
He
low
was
too.
Swedish, beat Larfin, and then lost to Maybe. So Talonal got 97th. Lamb got 128/9th.
Yeah, but you know who Lamb lost to in losers? He lost to the Moon.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I
Because the
just
Moon lost to
realized
Anthem. The Moon lost to Anthem.
Dude, Leo Lamb would have lost the Anther too because Pikachu Morph is like 100-0.
Oh my, this shit.
Who is Lamb?
Lamb is, a Marth player from Winston-Salem who's pretty decent.
Is Lamb gonna win the Arcadian?
No.
I mean,
Is
talk
he,
about that
is he
later.
even eligible?
He was probably PR when JMH was PR'd.
Lamb's
He's been
definitely
PR'd. Is that
Oh,
a
he's
real
from
fact?
he's from Burlington. He goes to Elon.
Oh, Elon. Okay.
Yeah.
You left out a line there. No, I'm just kidding.
Alright. Yeah. So before maybe to close out, do we have any favorite sets from pools or otherwise? I know you guys were at Tizzle, so you didn't get to see a lot of big house on Saturday.
H-Box versus any Fox.
Mhm.
All fantastic.
Yeah, he kind of cooked everyone.
Crush vs Mango was pretty cool.
That was a great set, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crush was beating up on Mango for a while.
Well, Crush,
Like in
Crush
neutral, he was.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
crazy.
Crush definitely could have won that set. It was just like, well, the game 1 is what kind of screwed him over, right? I mean, like,
He just decided not to win that first game. He was up like
Well-
3-1 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got.
he was up 3-1. It's just when Mango won neutral the next 2 times, he like would literally kill him. And I think that dare just shook the whole venue.
Oh,
Like nobody
Yeah,
knew
that
what the hell
dare.
happened.
that
Oh,
platform
yeah.
canceled there. Whoa.
Dude, that was juicy.
pretty unbelievable.
It was almost. I don't know if that did anything to Crush literally, but like I would have.
Well,
been like,
at the
wow.
time, he got the platform canceled there, and then immediately won the set afterwards.
That's That's
he
what.
just, like every neutral interaction just won. So, Crush. I don't know. That dare won him the game. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like, honestly. So.
I really liked Flop versus even though Armada was playing kind of bad.
I don't know. I think Plup could have had him shook low key. You notice how many times Armada was going for like full hop reads and Plup was not even like
Yeah,
showing he
flinching.
was gonna do that. Like he wouldn't even full hop and Armada was doing his thing where he would just jump it up air. And Plup was just like, oh, that's cute.
I have no idea why Plub didn't pick FD. Or sorry, Armada didn't pick FD.
I
Armada
don't
likes
know.
platforms.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
But
Yeah.
objectively, like because look, like if let's say Armada or let's say Plup switches to Fox for some random reason, Armada just stays Peach, right? And then if you play Sheik versus Peach on FD, it's definitely a better stage than Dreamland because on Dreamland Sheik has platforms, so she can do like recovery mix-ups, she can do like pressure mix-ups. But on FD, like you kind of force Plup to play without platforms. It gets a lot harder.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I'm watching the set right now, and all I've noticed is that Armada does like a lot of what he's doing in neutral is platform based. So he might just not feel like he can play his
Yeah.
game on FD. I don't know.
I don't know. To me, it just looked like what Shroomed was doing. A lot of what Shroomed was doing, actually. It's just when the Fox came out, Plup was more prepared for the Fox.
Yeah.
I
wonder-
a lot of similarities, honestly. I mean, a little cleaner from Plup, a little bit, but the pressure and stuff was really similar, and the spacing was similar. It was good.
I
Yeah.
wonder if the next time that Armada loses just one game with Peach, he'll just go Fox FD.
He should.
I mean, his Fox is insane versus Sheik in the
Yeah.
first place. He
No,
probably
I'm
should have
not-
won that game on Foul.
I'm not convinced that if I was a best of 5 Fox Sheik, that he would have lost. You know.
Yeah, it's funny because Plup is really. I mean, he's the best of that match.
Yeah.
Hands down.
They both might be the best at that matchup.
Yeah, I
you know.
know. Dewan hates Fox. Like, he's hated Fox for his whole career. Ever since he was posting on Smashboards, before his pubes even grew, he fucking hated Fox. Like, he just could not stand
about when his pubes grew? Is that how you knew that?
No comment.
I wasn't on Smashboards, but something tells me I'm kind of glad I wasn't. Guess what, guys?
my pubes came in.
I'm not playing Doc anymore. My pubes came in.
I'm not yelling.
Yeah. All right. So.
Next up on top list. All right. So now down to some more local stuff. I mean, first off, maybe the second elephant in the room. What do you guys think about the new PR? Alex, being the newest inductee, obviously you're a little bit happy about it. But I mean, how do you feel about the order?
Fantastic.
How do you feel about the ordering of PR?
Pretty good. GCS could be higher. But there's reasons for all kinds of stuff. So other than that, I think it's pretty solid.
Graham, how do you feel about the PR?
I thought the ordering was not what I anticipated it being. I kind of feel like y'all as a panel value different things season to season, which is your prerogative. That's the whole point, is that it's like a subjective ranking system.
Sure.
But it's really hard to predict because I kind of never know what's going to be.
It's true.
The thing that, is really like, oh, well, this counts for a lot because this person did X, Y, or Z. But I think the 15 that got on, I mean, I think that was like the 15 best seasons. And congrats to Alex.
Thanks.
Doesn't have to enter the Arcadian next week.
Yo, I just need my boy Reggie to pick it up. I know he's out there. No. I don't mean that as a diss. I need that. I mean that as like a motivation. Like he needs to see my shirt and just start straight rock.
Some anime shit right here.
That's what he needs.
Yeah, Hassel, how do you feel about the PR as an outsider to the community, as a Rivals of Ether player? How do you feel?
I'm pretty hyped about Reggie getting PR'd, even though I think he's not going to be on the next PR. From what I understand, he was just kind of thrown on there at the end, which is kind of unfortunate. But maybe he'll do better this season. Who knows?
Do you think someone else deserved that spot?
I don't know. I don't keep up with these things, if I'm being perfectly honest. But
as expected from the greatest Skullgirls player to come out of the Melee community.
Yes. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
Reggie's pretty good. He's just
he's having a
moment.
Looking past 15, do you have any thoughts about like 1 through 1 through 10?
I don't know. 1 through 10 is pretty expected. David's kind of high, but the season really seemed to reward people not going to things.
Yeah.
So
there wasn't really a good like third best person in my opinion.
Yeah,
everyone who was a candidate had big flaws, and
like our 3 through 5 kind of went to like, I don't know,
a combined
15 tournaments combined. Maybe.
I mean, it's hard, right? Like,
yeah.
I think how we felt as a panel was that Tylenol was a good example of a player who went to a lot and showed sufficient consistency to be ranked where he was.
Oh yeah.
So like,
I think so.
So that's but at the same time, David was the kind of counter example where he didn't go to as many things, but he put up really good results when he did go to. So it's just like it's hard. Like I don't really know if anybody could have a totally satisfactory answer as to how do you judge people that don't go to very things.
I mean,
because
my philosophy would be you should reward and encourage attendance both in and out of state, because the thing you don't want to have happen is someone saying, "Do I go to this thing this weekend?" Well, if I go and do bad, then I won't do as well in the PR, so I'm not gonna go.
Right.
Like. And that kind of happens to some degree at the end of every season.
Yeah.
But in the middle of the season, you don't want to be like, well, I got my 5 PR wins, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still sort of talking through that. I mean, I do think though that the methodology is like starting to smooth out over seasons. Like I think definitely like if you take these past 3 to 4 seasons and compare them to like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, like 4 seasons in a row, like I think you could say that these ones are more predictable than.
Well, the PR used to be, well, he did pretty good against me, so. Oh, and that guy didn't, so let's put him above that guy. No, but for real, yo, low key, where would I be PR'd if I didn't enter anything after a TDML 36?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what if Alex had just said, "Done, guys. See you in 2 months."
I mean,
I'm gonna play some Destiny.
I don't. I
What
guess I
should it
never.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's an interesting hypothetical.
Well, yeah. I mean, I proposed it to the other members of the panel, and I'm waiting for a response. So I guess consider this a public call out. You guys, like, we need to have a discussion about this.
I'm just interested. Maybe I'll just do this season. I'll just go to.
Well,
a
the
few
only
more
way you could fix that is having a higher attendance cap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you need like 8 tourneys to get, PR'd or
Tourneys.
something like that.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I think. Well, this is a discussion we can
Laugh at
actually. I think that's like a reasonable thing to ask for, and I think that now that things are transitioning to kind of a more of a weeklies kind of thing, where like you go to as many weeklies as you can, and sometimes go to weekend events, which when it used to be the other way around, right, where we would have way more weekend events and sometimes we would have weekday events.
Yeah.
Now that the attendance, like going to more stuff makes sense, or like it's easier to go to more stuff, I think it would also make sense to kind of use the attendance to match that. But that also sort of disproportionately punishes people who are from more remote areas.
Yeah, that's
So
the
I don't.
issue.
I mean, yeah,
So-
it's hard to like require too much attendance of people. I don't think you should be punished for not attending things, but there should be an encouragement to get out there and compete.
Right. Yeah. If anything, this season taught me, for my own criteria, that I value attendance over inconsistency, for lack of a better word. Like obviously you shouldn't go around losing to like people 15 to 20 GAR spots below you all the time or whatever. But if it happens like once in a while, and you go to like way more than other stuff, like than the other people in your PR range, then I think you should get a little more leniency than
That's a
the
good
people who
point, I
don't
think, too. At least and there's another way to look at it too. At least for certain spots on the PR, like maybe even that
Yeah.
10 to 15 range or that 8 to 15 range,
Yeah.
and maybe you reserve that higher end for the people who can show consistency at this skill level.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of it's for the ones that maybe can't and sometimes can, and
Right. So if you
bunch of stuff.
the funny thing is that if you take that perspective, I think the PR is pretty solid overall. Like in the sense that like the
Yeah.
people who are in 8 through 15 are a little less consistent than the ones for 1 through 8, however little 1 through 8 attended. So, but again, this is something the panel and I can talk about.
Yeah.
But overall, it seems like people are satisfied, or we're satisfied with the PR, and I haven't seen too many complaints from.
I mean, I have literally 0 complaints about the actual 15 people.
Yeah,
I don't really have complaints about the order. I'm just like,
the methodology is what you're.
right. But like, as far as who got ranked, I thought that was
Okay.
pretty spot on.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean that's all I really have to say about the PR. So, okay, before we talk about the Arcadian, which I'm sure everybody wants to hear us talk about, we should talk about the tournaments that have happened this season. So I think the first season of the tournament was Wolfpack Biweekly, right? And at that tournament, Beef Tip. Actually, Alex, how did you feel about Beef Tip's sets against myself and Karn at that tournament?
Oh, at that tournament? Oh yeah, okay.
Do you remember anything?
Yeah. Beef Tip lamed you out, and you didn't deal with it well, and Karn dealt with it a little bit better, but ultimately Karn got jacked up too. So Falco beat Sheik, and y'all need to learn how to deal with lasers.
Yeah, I think it's just
He was playing well too. I mean, he punished like stupid hard that tournament.
Yeah.
I think that day he was a better player than both of you, and that's why
Yeah.
he outplaced both of you. Completely different things you and Karn need to work on in that matchup too. It's funny because it looked like different sets altogether, but
Yeah, I almost clutched the last game of the set, but it was like up all stock. But anyways, good stuff to Beef Tip at that tournament. Let's see other notable results. Oh yeah, Tyro beat. I forgot that Tyro beat Black Chris at one of the Geeks Bros. Good job, Tyler. You've been trying to beat him for a while.
yeah, that's good.
So.
That's really good.
Oh, did you see? Wait, Alex. Wait, were you guys in the chat when Town LPM played safe in Winners Finals at a Geeks Bro? That was nuts.
Game 5, right?
Yeah, that shit was.
I don't know if I caught all of it, to be honest. You know.
Yeah, like Tylenol was up like 90-0 or something. He just all Omega choked it on Pokemon.
Dude, no, you don't choke for Safe. I'm telling you, that is one of the clutchest players. Safe is potentially the clutchest player in NC. I'm telling you. That's what I'm figuring out. Nobody can
What?
actually just beat him. It's insane. I think it's
What
a
do you
myth.
think? What do you
Who
think?
else? Who else went Game 5 was Safe? Last stock, last hit. Same thing. You can't beat that guy. I've been last stock, last hit, last game was Safe probably 5 times in my career and have never won once. I mean, literal last hit too, like above 100. Both of us can't. I can't beat him. I think it's a myth.
Graham, how do you feel about Safe's clutch?
I mean, I never thought of him like that, but Alex makes a good point that Safe kind of doesn't lose, and it's not like he doesn't have close sets or like he's never behind.
Yeah.
He's just like he does have a way of being really consistent in those like tense situations at the end of games, at the end of sets. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree with that at this point. I can't really think of a better example of most clutch in NC right now.
Yeah. When we get to Tizzles too, I mean, you'll hear me going about it there too.
Oh man.
Insane. I was just sitting right beside him watching. I couldn't believe it, you know. So
Yeah, and there's like a bunch of small tournaments that happen between that Geeksboro and Tizzles. So like there's that TD Battle where you beat Karn twice. Good job on that.
oh yeah.
There's DBAP where Lamb beat Black Chris and took Tiger to Game 5 and slipped.
He's a Tiger to Game 5.
Maybe Lamb will get top 8 at the Arcadian.
Yeah,
What?
I mean, that's pretty impressive for someone I've literally never heard of.
Dude, he needs to change his tag to GOAT. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. Why would you go by Lamb? That is so lame compared to GOAT. Jesus.
but Slip beat GCS at that tournament too. Actually,
in winners, right? Okay, and
Yeah,
then GCS won
winners.
and losers. Okay.
Yeah, Slip on the other hand is the least clutch player in NCAA. That fool is not clutch at all. I've seen it throw away huge leads versus top players for no reason.
He's just firing. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm just thinking like
much.
out of the top 10 PR players, Slip is 100% the least clutch.
Okay, I'd have to look at the PR. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Number one's Mike.
like
Number 2 is Sharks. Number 3
the weird thing is it's hard to notice when someone's not clutch.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta see it over like the course of multiple tournaments.
Yeah, like for instance, Safe. I've seen like 8 instances where I was sure he's gonna lose, and he somehow comes out on top. I'm like, what is going on, dude? This is the biggest plot armor I've ever seen. But like Slip, I can't think of too many times he's. I mean, I know he choked that one, obviously.
The thing about Slip is once like he starts to get behind or like he's mentally out of it, it's pretty much over. Like think about Rob Rowe when he was like,
oh god,
facing.
Yeah.
Everyone knew the set was over. Nobody wanted to watch it, but
yeah.
You know?
Slip was like audibly cursing in the venue while getting tech chased.
Oh yeah. So Graham, how did you feel about your set against Zasa at Reels?
Well, I say this a lot, but in case anyone hasn't heard it, I think the Puff Ditto is the hardest matchup in this game mentally. It takes a part of your soul. It really does. It's fucking difficult to play 10 games of that against a good player. Even like a best of 5 against a good player. Every little thing that you do matters, and the second you start autopiloting, you just get fucked up. So I felt like I was doing good things against Zasa in the winter set, and then in Grands he kind of just beat me because he's a better player, and he started to take advantage of bad habits and fatigue, I guess. He had way more like endurance than me for sure. And I don't know. I don't really know what to do or say about that matchup anymore. I kind of feel like I'm just going to lose to better players. I'm going to beat people.
So you don't feel good about your chances. You don't feel good about your chances if you were to encounter that exact same scenario again, where in your winter side of Grands.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I have ideas about things I want to try, but it's just so like I'm having a really hard time having like a starting point in the matchup, I guess. Like a kind of baseline, this is the bread and butter, and then the mix-ups. It kind of just all feels like mix-ups. And it's like if I'm not constantly paying attention, I'm just gonna lose to Zasa because he has better spacing, he has better execution, and like
Hassel, you were there, right?
him.
Were you watching?
I was there towards the end of it, but it was really boring to watch two Puffs.
I bet.
Ditto. So I didn't watch that much of it. But I know in like the winners final set, Zasa was pretty tilted playing Graham. Like kept like getting super angry while playing, and like brought it back through losers and like really regained his composure. So that was impressive. Because he was definitely super angry when playing Graham the first time.
Yeah, he was pissed.
I just imagine if Puffs could like 0 to death each other, move 3 times as fast, could also gimp at 0%. That'd be nutty, wouldn't it? Would that make the matchup seem so much harder?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Do something other than pound or jump back air.
I'm not smart enough to understand Fox Dittos, I'll admit that. But
no, but here's the beautiful thing about that is nobody is.
Nobody.
Leffen got bodied by Plup in the Ditto. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Oh.
That should tell you everything you need to know. That matchup is just garbage. It's so stupid.
ban all Dittos.
Puff Ditto is it's too good. It's too straightforward. That's the issue. That's really where it all gets from. Is that it's too easy. It's just too easy to do.
It's so easy that it turns into true RPS, which is why it's so hard and mentally taxing. It's like, God damn it, there's no way he'll expect Rock
like
7 times in a row.
He threw Rock 8 times. There's no way he'll throw it the 9th time. And then Graham winding up for that pound halfway across the stage for the 9th time. That's why
That's the beauty of the
Pound's
And then
good.
Zasa in the corner says, fuck! And he comes back and wins it in Graham.
This is the beauty of the Puff Ditto, actually.
That is the Puff Ditto.
It's so simple that it's hard.
No, that's
Yeah,
It's
hard.
like
anything
RPS.
Puff
How
Ditto
hard
is
is
too
RPS?
simple.
Hard as fuck if you think about it.
You
What are
gotta
your chances of
consist-
really winning RPS? They're not that high. You know?
Although you should ask Zasa about Bonfire. He said Bonfire was the best RPS player he's ever played in his life.
Yeah, well,
Zasa
because
he's
also
always like,
lost
I want
12 times in a
4-4.
row.
there's a reason for that.
Can
It's
can
because
I get
Bonfire
that
was playing
4-4
rock
though?
and scissors at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, Alex.
Zasa, to be fair, is one of the worst RPS players I've ever played. He's lost to me 12 times in a row on that play for rock, paper, scissors, ladder. That's you need to know anything
Okay, but that's
about
not fair though. The in-person interaction is completely different.
Yeah,
than
you
the
can't
online
get a
interaction.
it's like playing poker online. There's no
Yeah.
tells and reads and stuff.
So what did I do then? I just had the meta picks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just got
kinda.
lucky.
Yeah, you're more of a robot than Zasa is, therefore you won.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that's how it played out.
Dude, okay,
But,
look, talking about your
good
net
bet.
play RPS, come on, net play RPS isn't real.
It's not. Too
It's
much
like-
lag.
Net play
See him,
RPS
see him
is
in real
right
life,
now.
though. I want to see
Too
you
much lag.
beat
What was the
Zasa 12
buffer?
times in a
Like
row in real life.
9?
Yeah, I mean, that's not the same game. It's different.
Yeah.
Zasa can money match me at any tournament.
Oh.
In
Oh.
In,
RPS.
in RPS, though?
That's what I just said, Graham.
You heard it
Yeah.
here.
You're here
What
first.
about-
On the top platform.
What about Rivals?
Zasa will get dicked in Rivals of Aether. I made him quit that game. You don't understand. I actually made him quit that game. He'll tell you himself.
Oh my god. Alright, we're just gonna skip over the tournament where I lost to C-Mac. And
High pipe.
and both Michael and C-Mac beat Reggie.
Boy,
Oh,
my
well,
boy.
silver lining is that me and Choi got Grands teams.
Y'all made it to Grands? Who
Yeah,
did y'all
we
beat?
We beat. I think we beat C-Mac and Chris, and we also Reggie and Eddie in winners. So
Reggie and Eddie beat Tylenol PM and Safe. Remember that.
yeah,
Remember that. Me and Safe were borderline blackout and beat Pelipper and that other guy, Papa Squad. Remember that.
And that other dude.
I come up to them like mid-set, and Alex looks at me and goes, "Was that game won?" I'm like, no, man.
I don't even remember that at all. I don't remember that at all.
Alright. Oh, actually, you guys can go on ahead and talk about Tizzles after. But I just want to say, good stuff to C-Mac. He definitely deserved the W over me that day. He was playing hella good. So
C-Mac was playing well, for sure.
yeah, and then he got cooked by Safe. So Nice.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun at Josh's. I would never enter singles at a tournament like that, though.
Never. No.
Couldn't do
It's
it.
not worth it. It's not worth
But
it.
I had a really good time.
that's good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
They brought the liquor well before singles, and that was a bad idea.
I was high
Oh,
as
yeah.
fuck before doubles started.
Yeah.
I was real high.
I was only borderline before doubles, but midway through doubles, I started chainsawing that bong, man. I was in another planet during doubles,
I
man.
lost my controller at one point in the middle of doubles. That's all I really remember.
Yeah.
Oh my.
But so yeah, so apparently me and Safe won doubles, so shout outs to that.
Apparently
Yo,
that happened.
Tiger took a set off safe, and he was up 2 games.
Dude, that's
And Safe decided he wanted to win.
that Safe was fucking hilarious.
Safe
y'all.
got back from entropy, I think.
That's what they I don't know how.
They
It was
was in
so,
another galaxy the first set.
yeah, so
Dude.
like
Just watching it happen.
Safe looked like, you guys remember that old commercial that tried to discourage you from smoking pot, and that girl looked like a pancake on the tape. She was like this, all melted on the couch.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
That was Safe during set 1. He was literally just like sloosh. Safe was doing shit because I was kind of clearing up at this point. Safe would like do this crazy combo on Nana, 0 to death her, and then be like, fuck, and hit himself, and then keep playing. And I was like, what is wrong with this dude? And he was on something. And then Tiger was like just talking
Tiger's,
to
like,
himself the whole
shaking.
set. He was just talking to himself the whole set, like so everyone could hear. It was literally like watching 2 crackheads play Melee. That was set 1. And then set 2 opens up. Game 1, Tiger 4 stock Safe, and I'm like, oh Christ, this is going downhill fast. And then it gets to the point where it's game 3. If I remember, I think Safe loses the first stock, and I was about to get up and leave, and then Safe, it's almost like Safe sobered up instantly. That's how strong Safe's will to win is. It completely overpowered the fact that he was literally on Mars, and he might have been drunk too. I don't even know. But he was at least on Mars. And he came back and kind of worked Tiger at that point. Like, just worked him. And I was like, I don't get it. I'll never be good at this game. If he can do that, I'll never be good at this game. That's all I know. Yeah, Pelipper got top 3, though, right? Who did Pelipper beat? Pelipper was trying hard
Ryuna got 4th.
Who? Pelipper and Ryuta also might have been the only people trying in that tournament. Seriously.
They definitely wanted it.
Everybody else was lighting the world on fire, and they were gunning for the money, and they got some. Maybe, I don't know if Ryuta got any, but Pelipper probably got some.
Pelipper definitely got some. He got 2nd in dubs, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Pelipper got some bank. He said, "Switch out that UCF and give me some bank." Hassel, tell us about that story real quick. That's a good story.
Pelipper, we were playing friendlies. And,
Friendlies.
Pelipper is playing, and then at some point in the friendlies, he decides that he needs to change it to UCF. He gets up, I think after he lost a couple friendlies in a row, and he gets up, he grabs a memory card out of his book bag and is like, I need to change the setup to UCF. And I'm like, let's do it.
Whoa, lad.
Ooh, I couldn't dash away from any of that. None of it.
Were you playing Falcon or Fox?
I was playing Falcon.
Yo, I bet you didn't win a single game after that, though.
I don't really remember, to be honest with you. I was pretty high at that point, too.
Oh man.
Oh
pretty good.
boy.
It's a pretty good
All
time.
right. So overall, this season has been pretty stable so far, and as usual, none of our top 6s appeared at anything. So
As usual.
Well, this is the issue. All right, so here's kind of the state of NC Melee right now. TDML not dead, but on life support. No venue. Smith, as gracious as he is, I don't think will want degenerates in his home every week.
Yeah.
For the indefinite future, so they'll have to find a venue.
Yeah.
There's NCSU bi-weeklies, there's Geeksboro weeklies, and there's like nothing on the weekends.
We're trying.
So
hey, weekend tournaments are picking up though. Like I think I'm trying to get something going for next weekend, and then the weekend after that is Fall Game Fest, and then the weekend after that is like this
who's
weird.
TOing Fall Game Fest?
Will Priest might start doing UNTG in October. That's good. What is it? Who's doing Fall Game Fest? J-Bass is, but I'm gonna help him. So.
Okay.
And then November 7th is Zenith at NCSU. And then the weekend after that, there's an opening. And then the weekend after that is Famicon. And then the weekend after that is Peer Pressure. And then the weekend after that, I don't know. But then the weekend after that is Peer Pressure again.
Please tell me that wasn't from memory. Was that memory?
Yes,
There's
memory.
like 2 peer pressures in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Why?
But
Hey,
why?
if it's the only weekend tournament around, you ain't complaining.
Well, I'm not going to go 2 out of 3 weekends to Wilmington.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
I know
Don't
he
lie
will.
to them like that, Graham.
Hassel,
he
can you
might.
house me?
No, but
Max
you
can.
still go.
I'd go to 1.
Yo, when is
I
I'd
haven't
go
been
to
to peer
both.
pressure before. I've heard it's a good tournament series, actually.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's of historical
humid.
importance.
It's
anything.
better than
Definitely,
IRL Melee.
definitely.
Yeah, Graham, if nothing else, you'll go to the one. You'll go to the one in December. You'll go to the one
Graham
in
is
December for
great
historical
at side
reasons.
events. Now that I think about it, he might be good in the IRL Melee side event.
Is Dylan going? I'm trying to recruit Dylan.
Dylan would be pretty good. Tor after like 30 shots, that'd be good too. I saw him wrestle Jordan.
I saw him also
Pretty
pass the fuck out.
Didn't he try
Yeah,
to
well,
fight Veli?
Yeah, he was pushing around Belly. You
Who
know,
hasn't tried to fight
Oh,
Billy? Let's be
boy.
honest.
there was a little bit of some questionable play going on.
All right, let's go to the most important topic of this podcast:
Woo.
our Arcadian prediction. So, first off, probably talk about squads. Does anybody want to talk about that at all? I don't know.
Let's talk about how hard I got cucked once again. For the, just that's the way my life goes. So the original squad was going to be me, Hassel, and Alex. We were going to win for fucking free. It's going to be so easy. And then Hassel's like, I'm quitting. I'm going to go play Rivals of Ether. I was like, all right, fine. I'll get Chi. Chi is on the Chapel Hill crew, despite not living in Chapel Hill.
I didn't
And,
choose.
2/3 of that team now living in Chapel Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
then-
you really want me to be on the Durham crew, I will
And then,
be.
well, it's a little late for that now. And
Not
then,
really. Dylan hasn't set the crews in stone yet. He hasn't even announced them. Do you want me
She's
to be
like,
on
gonna
Durham?
cut
oh wait, I
Hassel
can
like
be on
that?
Durham team.
Ether, not Ether.
Ether.
Hassel, I'll let you back on if you tell me who to cuck.
I don't really give a shit. So
No, you have to make the decision. It's Sophie's
no, I don't
choice
care
kind of
about being
thing.
on the team. You don't understand. you misread that. Yeah, I don't really care.
Anyways, continue.
There's nothing else to
What-
say. Alex
Would
got
Smash,
PR.
would Smash
So-
Partment have beaten Mike's team for free?
No, we
No,
would have
I
fucking
forgot
lost.
about Mike.
Okay,
When
I was gonna
It's a
when I
say.
say
competition
win,
for
the
second
whole time
place.
I've
I
been
don't give a
thinking
shit.
like it's really a contest for second place.
Okay,
It
that's
has been since the beginning.
realistic.
There's never any
So
question.
it's not interesting.
So I got Clement Murdoch. We'll do our best.
That's
My heart
honestly
reads if they
honestly
get
pretty
seventh.
good.
Has Mike won every Arcadian side event?
I think so, actually, because he
No.
didn't.
No, because
No.
there was that the Raleigh crew that one time.
That wasn't Arcadian.
That was an Arcadian because that was
That was
me.
something different.
That was me, Yold, and Sharks.
Yeah.
We beat
okay,
Lucas,
crew.
Dylan, and I
Kaon.
don't remember. Kaon, yeah.
No,
We
it
beat
was
those six
Kaon,
again.
Arun.
Oh, no,
who else?
it's Chi.
And-
Chi.
Yeah.
No, but that
Yeah.
wasn't Grands though. In Grands we beat Lucas, Dylan, and somebody else because I went against Lucas like in the end. I remember
Oh, well, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
on FD.
I could have sworn that was the arcade.
That was back when I liked
No, that
FD.
was at Mad City, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't.
The
Well,
first Arcadian was doubles. The second
No,
Arcadian
that was-
doubles.
No, it was definitely the Arcadian because I remember 4 stocking EMB on FD and taking 8 stocks total. I had 1 stock and I took 4 stocks from EMB.
so
Ooh.
wait, hold on. So let's just go through it. Arcadian
No,
one
it
side
can't have
event
been because it was
definitely
at
Mike
Tally.
Long. Yeah, well, that second Arcadian was a tally.
Wasn't
Yeah.
the first
Was it?
Arcadian
No, I
was
don't remember
Mike
that
and
shit.
Locke, right?
Yeah, Mike
Yeah.
and
First
Locke.
Arcadian was Mike and Log. Second Arcadian was who was in
The
doubles?
one in tally. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one where
I guess
you
it
guys,
was that event. Yeah.
Maybe it was. I didn't think it was.
So Mike didn't enter that one then.
Yeah, he didn't go to that one.
Okay, well.
Well, I
Me
see
and
he has
Clem won the
100%
third
win
one.
rate still.
And then Clem and Mike won the 3rd one. And now
And
Mike-
Mike and 2 level 9 CPU, or sorry, Mike and 8 a level 9 CPU will win.
Mike and 2
The-
level 9 CP.
They're gonna
Oh.
win.
Could do it. I mean, really.
I'm pretty sure Mike and 2 level 9 CPUs could win. I would be more interested in seeing that team than the current team.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh, God.
interesting.
that would be interesting.
That would be
'Cause it would
by
both
far
be-
That
more
would be more
12
interesting.
stocks, and can people lose stocks to level 9 CPUs under pressure?
Oh, they can definitely lose stocks to level 9. You
I
see,
promise they can.
you would put the CPUs as the anchors. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, oh, we beat Mike. It's easy. But now they're their most nervous they've ever been. They can't.
All we have to do is not lose to this
If I get
level.
Better yet, make
upbeat by
it the-
Ganon one more time,
Better yet, make it the level 920XX CPUs.
Oh yeah, it's
oh,
free.
no, that's too easy.
It's free. That's free. That's all I'm saying.
Alright. So let's just talk about the actual main event itself. What do you guys think? I mean, none of you guys are participating, so what do you guys think are the stakes?
None of us are participating.
Oh, I guess.
Wait. What crew
makes
has
a-
Sharks on it?
Sharks?
He's not on
Yeah.
the crew.
I don't think.
He's not on a crew. GCS is on
Oh.
that crew.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just mean that I have a different perspective from you guys because you guys aren't entering. So, what do you guys perceive to be the stakes of the Arcadian? Like, what do you, or maybe it's easier to answer. Like, what do you guys think of the field and the phase?
Sharks says I'm leading in CSU.
Oh, he is.
That must have changed.
Hmm.
Because GCS
Well,
was the first.
GCS can't
Yeah.
go,
ooh,
so that
okay.
team now becomes Sharks, Yold, and
Robro.
Bro.
Yeah,
versus
that team's
Mike.
gonna lose to Mike. So
They could get
Well,
second.
that team could-
though.
That
they
team could get second.
potentially get second.
They could potentially. I mean, I don't know.
They're not beating Mike.
So Yold and who is it? Who's the other one?
Robro.
Probably wrong.
Versus Peyton and yeah. I
it's
mean,
not happening.
that's pretty hard. I mean, Sharks has beaten Mike in the past,
Yeah, that is true.
but
But it's still not happening.
I don't think it's happening either. But
It would be
you know,
impressive.
They
if
might
they
be. Are they the next best team, or is Zasa Chapel Hill's next best
I
team?
think
No, they're the next best team.
Sharks is the next best team, and then
Zasa and I think, are worse than Cruz.
what?
It's you, Zasa,
Well,
and who?
Puff is
How are
Puff
you
is
the
worse
worst?
Puff is worse in Cruise because if you trade stocks from rest, it sucks.
Yeah, but you have
No.
Bear, so you don't have to trade anything.
Yeah, you don't have to trade.
Bear doesn't trade.
Bear doesn't trade.
It's like a Yoshi. It's like the entire
Pound
character of
leads to
Yoshi.
whatever you
It's
want.
like Yoshi. Wilmington has a pretty good crew. David, Flair, Nimbus.
Safe
Yeah,
didn't
well,
even get an option to be on a crew. That's crazy.
Yeah, Safe's not on a crew. Is
I
he?
think the worst crew is the Geeksboro one, where it's Black Chris, Kid Fantastic, and who's the other shitter?
Oh my god.
I don't remember actually.
Someone else. I don't remember who they are.
What about Winston Salem?
Were my wins count? My losses?
Winston Salem is like Volferix for some reason. Barracuda.
Cheesecake.
And Cheesecake.
Yo,
Why is
that team's kind of
Volferix on
hype
that
though.
team?
I mean, he shouldn't be geographically, but that team's kind of hype. I'm
I
kind of
think
watch that
team's
team.
Probably a solid 5th place.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think Graham will
I
get
think they
7th.
could get fourth. I think they
I
could get
see
fourth.
I think.
Wait, fourth doesn't happen in single elimination brackets.
Oh, really?
It's third and
Wait,
third.
it's single him? Oh shit. Well, Graham, sheer shit out of luck. That was you were about to have the losers run. I could feel the losers run. Clem's just gonna fuck up once, and you're just gonna go like
Fuck.
one.
Lem's just
Actually,
gonna.
Oh, one.
Clem's gonna
Literally
go
go
for one Falcon Punch off stage, and your
Well,
whole
Clem is just
tournament's
gonna
gonna.
fuck
I have a
your shit
plan.
up.
I think that my
No, you're gonna
superior-
send Clem out first. She's gonna take 0 stocks, and you're gonna be like, "Well, you give
my
up."
superior coaching and meta strategy will win us 1 or 2 sets. I think
That's cute.
we'll be overpowered by raw talent.
I respect that.
Yeah, Choi is saying that Charlotte could probably throw Twisty Treats and Peyton at Sharks, and have Mike just destroy the 2 Mars Sharks teaming with, which is, I think, completely
But
plausible.
lineups and counter picks matter a lot then, because like it depends on how that all shakes out. Like, ideally, yes, they could do that, but I don't know. Counter picks might not work out in their favor depending on how Twisty and Peyton do.
Yeah. They're gonna need Sharks for Mike because I could very, very easily see Mike 8 stock.
Why didn't they
once,
just use
2 bad
Tiger?
ones.
Why didn't
for
he just-
Tiger
NCSU.
is UNC
Because they
Charlotte.
can't have
Yeah, yeah.
they can't have multiples of people that are uneligible for the Arcadian, if I remember correctly.
Except for the one team that got cheated on, which is like Sprinkles, Tiger, and somebody else. Tor, I
Yeah,
think.
well, yeah, I think they took Tor.
Hey.
But yeah, it
Um,
was like
Well, you guys
that's
are the
the
cheat team. That's why we're sleeping on you.
All right.
Oosh. Shark said, "Give me Twisty, please."
Ooh.
yeah,
Yo.
Twisty's gonna just try to drill shine once and mess it up, and that's a stock.
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna do it
Drill
again.
shine, messes it up. Maybe he gets it once or twice. That's fine. But the
Just
third
to
time
get
he's gonna mess
take
it
a
up in the
stock
garage.
I think Sharks and Sopo could 3-stock Twisty.
I could see that.
I'm
I
just being
could see
honest.
that.
I think it could.
I think it could too.
Shark Sopo's kind of gassed. Not gonna lie, that guy Sopo was actually fucking good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Alright. So yeah, do you guys think it's a good time for an arcade? Like, do you guys feel it's sufficiently competitive? Like, is it? I don't know, I just felt like there was so much more hype around the other two Arcadians that I've been like present for.
Well, the other two Arcadians had like two like big people that it's like, oh, these people are probably gonna win. But
yeah, but
this
that
one
never
doesn't have
happened.
that.
That was the cool thing about the other Arcadians is that really did. I mean, the
What are
first
you
one,
talking about?
yes.
The first one totally was.
The first one, yes. So I was saying, but there's been 3, and you said 2. So the first one, yes, Wei Lin was a
that's
clear
2.
favorite.
And then
The one
second
after that was the one
it was
Zasa
between
one, right?
me, Zasa. It was definitely between me, Zasa, Jimmy, GCS, and
I remember Jimmy being a huge favorite.
Jimmy
Yeah.
was a big favorite, but he had to play the winner of GCS and somebody else.
No. He had to play me, then he had to play GCS and losers.
Yeah, he got.
See, I don't remember that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember Zasa actually being that big of a favorite on that Arcadian at all.
I thought he
I
was.
remember
a
him
favorite.
being. I remember
I
being
thought he was
like.
a favorite.
I thought he was like a 2 seed in his pool, though, wasn't?
Yeah, he was not a 1 seed.
Yeah,
he
see,
was
that's what I
not.
thought. That's not a favorite by any means, right? And like
For me, he was a favorite. Like, I knew what he could
Ruffles.
do.
Yeah, but people were not like, "Oh, Zasa is gonna get top 3." You know what I mean? Like that
he
wasn't
didn't
a
have a
thing.
lot of results at the time, so people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
weren't
saying.
sure.
Yeah. So like, and he freaking won like pretty cleanly. Murdoch came out of nowhere and bodied people that tournament. S-Man bodied everyone at that arcade.
Oh, S-Man beat GCS. I forgot about that.
Yeah, like
And Nanos beat GCS, right?
So I think so actually.
Yeah, I think he got top
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, so that was a
100%.
crazy Arcadian results
The
wise.
second one was by far the most crazy.
The third one was kind of hype because I think there was a lot of people that could have done well, right? I mean,
Yeah.
people expected Graham to do well. People expected me to do well.
And
People
Graham
expected
did like
Panda.
shit.
Graham got like 5th or 4th.
Yeah, he fucking sucked.
You know,
man.
Tiger. I mean, people like kind of slept on Tiger, but I think anybody who knew Tiger was also kind of like,
Tiger
oh yeah, he
was,
could
like,
definitely
the
win this
same
thing
position
too.
as Zasa, where, like,
A
people
little bit, right? People just weren't talking about it, but I think anybody that kind of knew was like, oh wait,
Yeah.
Tiger, yeah, he's really good.
There
He
were,
could
there
definitely
were
do it too.
people who didn't have Tiger in their top 8.
That made no sense to me.
That
thought
was,
that was just
crazy.
Willful ignorance.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
I mean, it kind of comes down to like, to make a sports analogy, like, do you prefer it if anyone can win and there's no predictability, or is it better when there's like 2 really good teams that you know are going to meet in the finals and you know it's going to be a great series?
I think Arcadians are way more exciting when there's like 5 or 6 people that can win.
That's this Arcadian then. There's
I feel like
no
there's more than 5 or 6 people that could win though.
Yeah, if anything,
Oh,
I feel
I
like
think
there's,
literally
super
anyone
hype.
on the top 8 list could probably win.
the field is
On a good day.
very whatever the opposite of top heavy is.
I
Yeah,
see.
what I'd really like for this one though is
Bottom
that
heavy.
2 people make it out, and I mean, they obviously got to make it. 2 people got to make the grand finals or whatever. But I just hope it's like good melee. That's the only thing I'm worried about. You know, I'm not trying to.
I've been preparing a lot for this, so
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping everybody's preparing well, so that they're not going to look like idiots if they get up on the big stage. You know what I mean? So
I haven't prepared at all.
yeah.
And, I plan to win.
I think.
Like I think it'd be hype if Volferix makes grands or something, right? But I'm not trying to see him just willy nilly up smash against the Puff
Yeah.
for like 8 minutes in a row. You know what I mean?
I
just
think
wanna see
I feel
some decent
differently
melee.
about this Arcadian because I'm like involved in it as like a competitor, so like my mindset naturally has to be different. Like I have to think in some way that like I could definitely win and I have like a better chance than most of winning for me to. At least that's how I am at this point. Like I feel like I have to think that I can win and I have a better chance of winning than others.
I mean, I think you're the odds-on favorite. Like, I know people will try to dispute that, but I don't really think that that's that debatable.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I've been preparing that way also. Like, the pressure of being an odds-on favorite is very different from being a not odds-on favorite. Like people, for example, I think people are a lot more likely to play at their best against me because they're all aiming. Like, that's a huge deal.
True. That is part of it.
Like, but of course, everybody's just gonna be like, oh, well, no, they're just gonna discredit my wins if I win because they're like, oh, well, he was the odds-on favorite. Like, what the fuck did you guys expect? Well, no, like.
Well, this is the trap everyone falls into at the Arcadian. People talk themselves into not entering because they're like, well, it doesn't really matter. You can only pick up unranked losses. What is it like? For winning the Arcadian doesn't prove anything. You just beat a bunch of bad players, and I don't think any of that's legitimate. By the way,
No,
that's
not.
like what people say to. I don't know.
I mean, I'll admit to starting that way, and now the arcade, like winning the Arcadian would mean a lot to me. Like,
yeah, well, it should mean a lot to anybody for one.
Yeah, it's a big deal to win a tournament like that.
One, it's a ton of interest. It's actually really good, I think, for you as a player. That was the first time I was in a tournament of that size and had to freaking fight for so long. You know what I mean? Like that was, I'd never had experienced that before. That was big. And on top of that, how do you know that the person you beat in Grands isn't going to like destroy that season as well as you having a good season and now you have the head on them?
Do you guys remember Jimmy got 9th at the Arcadian and then he beat Cam like 3 tournaments later?
Yeah,
and he beat Twitch at that same tournament. He beat Twitch.
Yeah, so you never know. I mean, you can't just play the Arcadian field as being non-PR players because you don't have them that season. But also it's good experience, especially if you really think you can make a run, which almost anybody can. Like literally practice, and you'll have a good chance of making top 8. Be smart, practice, and stay focused. I think, and you have a good chance of doing it, and it can really help you in a lot of ways. I think it was really big for me at least.
Yeah, I can talk about it. I don't want to spend too much more talking about it. Like I think preparing for this tournament has taught me a lot of things about how to improve my process and like sort of the mentality that I need to take going into competing. So I'm looking forward to the Arcadian in that.
Yeah, it's truly the only tournament of the year where anybody can win literally any set.
Yeah,
literally, like not Bash Cheap. She could literally lose his round 1 to somebody, and it wouldn't be like it would be an upset per se. But this, I mean, it's coin toss every match almost, and you have to just be the better player as often as you can because nobody that enters an Arcadian is good enough to just mollywop anybody else in the field. You know what I mean? That's kind of
it's rare when that occurs.
It's rare, yeah. But that's kind of the beauty of it is like you could be a 10 seed in your pool and win your pool.
I think the only
Zint,
time
like round 1 last time, and Zint was a pretty good, like a shoe in top 8 kind of player.
Right.
He was a 1 seed.
Yeah.
Literally the 1 seed.
Yeah.
I think the only Arcadian where there's ever been, that to my memory, where there's ever been like a shoe-in favorite is actually the very first Arcadian where Santi won. Like he was by far.
Zane won an Arcadian.
He was definitely not that good back.
Yeah.
But he was I think he swept the Arcadian. Like he was.
Yeah.
Far, like he was still head and shoulders above everybody else entering. I'm sure that's happened in other places, but
yeah. It's not happening in this Arcadian.
Yeah, this one is not like that.
I was gonna say I could see Chi like mollywhopping potentially, but at the end of the day, it doesn't look like that. There's not like a Wei Lin entering that's like gotten tons of PR wins, been kind of cucked off a few times. Got to think, you know what I mean? That did that whereas like this one's gonna be a good one, I think, and it's gonna be.
So yeah, let's talk about the favorites for a bit. So I think I'm the favorite. I'm the odds-on favorite, as Graham said. I think C-Mac's the favorite. You can just look at Gar. Like I think Gar is as always. Gar is a good predictor.
Gar is good.
We've talked about endlessly all the people who are kind of not locks, but like top 8. Like you'll probably see them in top 8. They'll be the 1 seeds. Is there anyone that no one is talking about or that hasn't been talked about that you guys think could do really well?
Bane's one of them. I would say apparently Barracuda's never been PR'd in whatever remote.
That doesn't make any sense. Barracuda's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he could have if he lived in a small region he would have certainly been PR'd. So I don't really know where he came from. It's like he just.
And he comes from DBA.
Yeah.
Oh.
He almost beat Smash God once and then choked it.
He should have. He
literally should have beaten
Smash. That was the same season that he should have beaten both Plank and Hat at the same time. So he probably should.
So he was definitely one of the people I was going to bring up tonight is like my potentially like he's probably in my predictions at least for top 8.
Hassel, can you let us sit up?
God damn it. Oh, fuck.
What are you, his teacher?
No, but I think that people want to see his face.
I don't think anyone wants to see any of that.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Barracuda could do like.
He could do damage.
I don't know enough about him as far as like what his good or bad matchups are necessarily. So it's kind of hard for me to say one way or the other, but like good Falcons, or I guess I should say Falcons with good punish games.
I think Falcons are really scary at Arcadians.
Will do well at Arcadians solely because it's like
He
kind of just run people over.
He doesn't
sometimes.
play like a Clem play style either. It's a very
No, not at all.
reserved play style.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean? Which I
much
think is
more
very
20
good for an
GX.
Arcadian.
Yeah.
Very good for an Arcadian. You know, where Clem's play style could be good too, depending on who he's playing. But I think if you're not taking a lot of risks as Falcon, playing a bunch of not great players that are taking dumb risks all the time, that's really good for you because you just catch him with a stomp and knee him and kill him. You know what I mean? Like
any overshoot, basically.
Yeah.
I think Clem is not talked about very often. Murdoch. That
Clem's
guy
not
is
talked about
fucking
enough.
good.
Murdoch doing well depends on how hard he tries. If Murdoch really tries, he could win, and I think he's a lock for.
I played him yesterday,
like
and
I
played him yesterday, and his instincts are still really good. Like he hasn't touched a CRT, like he hasn't played on the CRT in like a month or something, and he was still cooking my shits on those games. So
yeah, Murdoch is really good. Who else would be?
Wait, what do you guys think of Bane? I don't know if you guys have played him.
I've never played him.
I've only played him on net play, and he was good. Different than Sid. I initially when I first played Bane, I'll be honest, I was like, good lord, this dude's the best Luigi in NC. Then I played Sid after that, and I was like, they're closer than I thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do think Bane might be a little better. It feels like he's been playing longer, is what it feels like, you know. But they're definitely a lot closer than I thought. And Sid's better at other things, I think, actually, than Bane is. He's got more of like I don't really know how to describe it, but like
I feel like Sid has a better punish game.
It's like he's scrapping a lot, whereas Bane's really playing like away from me, and he's really trying to be more tactical about it. Whereas Sid sometimes will just dash it. We'll just wave dash enemy and throw stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
So
I could see Bane, like the way I would compare Sid and Bane is if Sid is confronted with something that he's not familiar with and ends up down in the set, he's by no means out of it. He will, as you said, scrap his way back into it. But Bane, I think if he kind of gets like hard countered, that's it. He's not going to come back from being down 2 stocks against a Peach.
I think that has a lot to do with tournament experience. Like Bane just hasn't been enough.
Sid, perfect TDML attendance. Bane, I don't know. I can't name another tournament.
He doesn't even go to Mooresville locals.
Besides BMR, I can't name a single thing he's been to ever.
He just plays net play.
So like, I don't know. That'll be really interesting.
Do you guys think Vianney has a good chance?
No.
Man, I mean, I think it's possible. I don't see him winning. I'll tell you that. But
Vianney, I don't see Vianney getting top 8.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible, but it's not going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends how much he's decided to play on a CRT recently.
Yeah, Vianney is. I think for the most part, net play is not that different from CRT. But Vianney is the one player that constantly makes me reconsider that, and really like everything that is different is like a core fundamental aspect of how he plays the game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's weird because like you play him on net play and you'll be like, good lord, this dude is like way too good at this game, and then you play him offline. What the fuck is this guy doing? He just side beat off stage like 8 times in a row.
Right. Or like, he double jumped again, and I just reacted to it because I can react to that offline.
Yeah. I don't know though. I mean, he's been going to more things. It seems like he's been VG, whatever that Charlotte series is. He's consistently beating 30 to 40 range guard players.
Yeah, to his credit, he has at least not lost to anybody that is kind of like outrageous to lose to.
So that's why I could see it. I think I don't think it's likely, but I think it's possible.
I think Will Pearson, if given the right bracket, could do okay. Same with Steelo. Will Pearson and Steelo are 2 players.
Both of those are definitely going to be bracket dependent.
Yeah. But I mean, like Graham's talking about like people like that we aren't talking about, and
yeah.
I think like if you're talking about people who are dependent on a good bracket, I think Steelo and Willie P are probably like the biggest, to me, the biggest like bracket dependent good like decent players.
Yeah. Most of my other ones would still stay in, but Beef Tip.
My ultimate sleeper is Choi.
I can see that.
Dude, Choi gets wild sometimes, man. I don't know. Sometimes Choi
I played Choi on that play the other day, and he's playing a lot more if I say smarter, that makes him seem like an idiot in the past, but I do mean that in the best way. Like much, much more intentional with like waiting when he is able to wait and not just like throwing something out because he has the frames to do so. And I think if he can hold that composure together, like that'll be big at the Arcadian level for sure.
Oh, I don't know.
And it's Fox, you know.
I've been out of the Discord. Have people been talking about Nomus? I think Nomus has potential to.
Nomus has said he is not entering.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Fox is historically a terrible Arcadian character.
I would never have my sleeper pick be a Fox.
I don't know. To win, maybe, but to overperform. Fox
How many Foxes overperform on average?
Fox.
I mean, I don't have. How am I supposed to answer that?
The number 6 seed at the Chicago Arcadian won, and he's a Fox.
Yeah, all I'm saying was like, I don't know, dude. Fox
Hassel, didn't you win your pool
Arcadian.
at the third Arcadian as a
Fox?
Fox?
I had to play some trash puff though, so I mean.
Oh, so you just got a good bracket, is what
I
that's
got a
about.
good bracket. It was just a shitter player.
I see.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I guess Choi needs a good bracket then, but we'll see.
Dude, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Fox, you just talk to any region, dude. Fox is historically garbage.
Oh, of course, yeah.
They can't do it, man. They can't. I was just lucky I'd been playing for a while and was a little mentally stable compared to.
But most Arcadian level Foxes do not use the Arcadian winning move, which is back air.
That is the best move in the game.
Fox back air.
Fox back air is an Arcadian winning.
It's pretty good.
Aerial.
Could be.
The best move to win Arcadians is clearly 120 beats per minute.
Yeah. Actually, how do you guys think the ICs will do at this Arcadian?
They'll probably do about exactly as expected.
I think Peyton will get top 8.
Peyton will get top 8. Adonis could.
Adonis will get like 9th and 13th.
Ryuta will do well, but won't get top 8. No other ICs matters, so there you go.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I could see all 3 of them not getting top 8. I could see all 3 of them getting top 8.
Oof.
You know, maybe not. Ryuta's a hard one. I haven't seen enough of him yet, and obviously anything I say is going to say pure salt. So I'm just I don't really know much about him. So Adonis, I've only played a little bit with him, but he seems pretty solid, and I could see him doing it.
Yeah.
But ICs are always bracket dependent, right? I mean, like if they run into Peaches, they're screwed.
Thankfully, there's only 2 of them.
Well, there's 3 sort of relevant features.
Tyro.
No, I'm not counting Tyro.
Graham.
Yeah.
Chance says thoughts on Darius. I want to know
Thoughts
your
on Darius.
Bracket dependent. That guy's definitely bracket.
Darius won't top 8.
He's not.
If he has a good bracket, he could get 9th, but I see him getting 13th, 17th.
Yeah, I agree. The only way he that good bracket is going to involve him getting to play Chance in winners finals of his pool, and then somehow
you have to
Chance
play
getting
some
back in the
Mars.
winners, so he gets to play him again.
I can be randomly really bad against Falcon, so maybe if he plays me, he could maybe take my seat.
I don't know. I kind of feel like you could just like better player him.
Just go Falco.
Yeah.
Or just play
or
yeah,
just
a
beat
different
him.
character. Yeah.
Just don't get hit by things in place. And you're good.
Marklar is the other peach though.
Oh yeah.
I actually forgot about Flair.
Marklar could do pretty well, I'm pretty sure.
I feel like Marklar and Will Pearson are probably
They're probably like the same skill level. Marklar might be a little better.
No, I don't agree with that.
No,
Will
I don't
Pearson's
either.
definitely better than Marklar.
Yeah, Will Pearson's better
I
than
played both of them. I'm pretty sure Marklar's better.
Marklar's
You don't get to
close.
talk Marvel versus Capcom Infinite player.
No, I think Marklar's definitely a much better player in terms of fundamentals. It's just playing Marklar feels like he just can't put any of the pieces together. It's like he's got all the pieces. He's just not putting any of them together yet. Like his punish game never will finish. He'll eventually crack. Like if you kind of thing.
I don't know. Ever since the Stack Dollars incident, it's very hard.
That hit me hard.
That hit me real hard.
That's true.
Yeah, that
it's just been
was
very
hilarious.
until I'm proven otherwise. It's very hard for
That
me.
so fucking funny.
To put
That was
Will
one of the
Pearson
funniest
under
things I've ever
pressure.
seen.
And there's a lot of pressure at Arcadians.
Dude,
How do you guys feel
Zach
about
Dollar
Rob, bro?
stood up and said, "Yo, anybody got change for this 100?"
That was by far my favorite moment of the BMR.
Yeah.
That was better than when Graham and Arun beat Zane and Cypher Fiend, in my opinion. That was way more interesting.
Funny, dude. I was
That was
dying. I
fucking
felt
great.
so bad for Will, but that was so funny. That was also the worst melee I've ever seen on a CRT in my entire life. It was atrocious. I've seen round one pools in like the worst regions possible look better than that.
Oh,
It was so bad.
I don't know. I feel like Tizzlefix Tyro is the worst set I've ever seen live.
That was definitely one of the worst sets I've
It's
ever
pretty
seen.
bad. There's Hassel. There's
pretty
no way though it was worse than Stack
I didn't see the
Uh,
Stack Dollar set, to be fair.
Well, see,
but-
Stack Dollars played like the same skill level throughout the entire set, and Will went from like being a god to just never picking up a controller to being okay again to just he just kept fluctuating. It was wild.
Yeah, that was just the funniest.
It was
How do
the
you guys feel
funniest
about
thing I've
I don't know
ever
how
seen.
bad it was. It was so bad.
Fucking Will
Like
Pearson
my Peach would have done
taunting
better, and I
in
don't think I've
between
ever used the
stocks.
character.
Will Pearson was taunting in between stocks, lost the game, and then all of a sudden his whole brain just shut down.
Yeah.
It's like he didn't know how to float cancel anymore.
Oh, it was
over.
great.
It was fucking hysterical.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Flair too. I don't know why I wasn't talking about him. Flair has a really good chance, I think, too, of doing well.
I think he's top 8.
I think Flair's top 8, probably top.
There's
4.
a good 12 candidates I've got that could make top 8.
This
think.
is a great segue. What do you? Okay, so let's all talk about our top 8s. I'm including myself from.
I had a list, but it's
I've
probably
seen-
changed since I submitted it.
Yeah, my list has changed a bunch too.
All right, Hassel,
I can make
since
one on
you've
the
got
fly
the most
though.
controversial opinions, you start, Hassel.
All right, I don't remember my list, so I'm gonna make it up on the spot.
All right, let's
Same.
go.
All right, first place is gonna be Beef Tip.
Oh, we're doing placings. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
ordered.
Fuck.
Okay.
Who the fuck else is going to the Arcadian?
Who
Did
else
you say
is
you were
even
winning this event, Hassel, just a couple minutes ago?
Fuck. All right, I'm winning the event. Beef Tip's getting second because he's pretty good, but he's gonna go DK versus me and Grants. Third place. Fuck it, is Peyton. Fourth place, SS Bane. Fifth place.
Fuck it, it's paid.
I feel like anytime I can't think of anyone, I'm just gonna fill it in with an ice climber. So fifth place is Adonis. Other fifth place is
Ryuta.
Ryuta. Seventh place is Sidward.
Okay.
Other seventh is
Bane?
no, I already
Maybe
got
so.
him at fourth.
Volferix.
Bullferix. Bullferix
So-
can do pretty well.
So no Chi, no C-Mac, no
All right,
Flare.
replace Ryuta with C-Mac.
Okay. No
All
Flare.
right, hold on.
Nah, Flair's gonna lose to like fucking Captain Planet or some bullshit.
Oh my god. All right, Graham. Do your
Hey.
list.
I don't have Gar in front of me, so I'm going off the top of my head.
I do.
He's gonna win. Beef Tip's gonna get second. Flair's gonna get third. Pelipper gets fourth. Fifth is C-Mac and Peyton. And seventh is Volferix and Bane.
Fuck, I
Alright,
forgot Pelipper, didn't I?
Yep.
Alright, Pelipper's somewhere in that list. I don't know where to put him now, but
Oh,
I got
we'll figure it
two
out.
more left.
That
Excellent.
Barracuda fucking sucks, Antonio. So I don't know.
All right. Hold on, real quick. Let me get the last bar together. All right.
Can I
There you go.
exclude myself out of superstition or am I forced to?
No,
No,
you're
you
not
have
have
to
to
give
give it.
yourself
You're
as
competing.
first.
You don't even have to give a prediction if you don't want
Yeah,
to.
you're not allowed
Oh, that's
to.
the person I forgot. Shit.
Although,
Okay.
to be fair, I did win fantasy last time while
Yeah.
Oh
competing.
yeah. Oh
So-
yeah.
Your ability to compete and your ability to judge talent.
Did
Do
you
not
put
have to
yourself in
be.
top 8, Graham?
I did. I said I would get fifth.
Did you get 5th?
I did get fifth.
Damn, that's impressive.
I'm impressive.
What was your
Alright.
list again?
For this one,
Yeah.
Me, then Beef Tip, then
G,
Flair,
Beef Tip, Flair, Pelipper, Kakame,
Peyton's
C-Mac, and then Volferix,
Bane.
Bane.
Questionable.
All right.
Yeah.
I've got Chi winning it over Barracuda.
Ooh,
I've got Flair at third, losing to Barracuda. I've got Flair beating C-Mac in the Ditto, putting C-Mac at 4th. And I've got Murdoch and Sid tied for 5th.
That's a good one.
And then I've got Pelipper and Volferix tied for 7th. That's my list. I have
That's
Sid
really
beating Volferix, and I have Murdoch beating Pelipper. Putting them at
Oh,
7th.
dude, if you put Murdoch against Pelipper, I promise you he will cook the living shit out of him.
Murdoch's a goon, and I could see that, but I also see Murdoch losing to Mart and Mart Fox to C-Mac.
Yeah. Oh, he'll definitely lose to C-Mac, but if you give him a peach, he is going to destroy that peach.
Yeah.
I don't trust any non-PR level peach. Murdoch.
Yeah, why is Murdoch even eligible for this?
Well, he shouldn't be, but
He shouldn't be, but he is.
He literally shouldn't be.
That's the real injustice here.
Jack said that Graham threw to win fantasy last year. Or last arcade.
There's a good chance of that. Who did you lose to get 5th?
Alex, why do you think I'm living with you two? That was the only
Alex
reason.
sucks.
That was the only reason. If you can't beat me in an Arcadian, I'm not gonna.
I won't even
Gonna show love
consider
to
it.
you.
Respect you. I don't even want to talk to you.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I had Tizzle at 7th,
Barracuda at 2nd is kind of crazy.
and that was
Yo,
so good.
Tiger, you at 1st was kind of crazy, but here we are.
Ooh.
I
Here
had
we
Dasher
are.
and Tiger. I had faith in Fox McCloud.
Fox can't win Arcadians. It was like I had it, but then the gods were like, "Wait a minute, what the fuck's going on?" See, oh, they like that.
Hold up.
Yeah, what? Yeah, not let that happen.
Alright. So,
All right, that's my list.
I guess that's all 3 of your lists. Dare I make a list?
Does Antonio get to make a list?
Yeah, actually, Antonio, turn your mic on. Let's hear you make a list. Actually, if he makes a list, then I have to make a list. It's only
That's
fair.
true.
All right. Both of you got to make a list then.
All right, Antonio, you go first.
Can I get like a minute?
All right,
You go first.
7th place is Rob Rowe, and
Fuck, I forgot about Rob.
7th place is Rob Rowe and Sidward. I think 5th place will be Pelipper and Kakami. 4th place will be. What will 4th place be? 4th place will be Flair, I think. 3rd place will be Barracuda. 2nd place will be myself. And first place is going to be C-Mac.
Respectable.
Wow, no beef tip.
Oh shit! I forgot about Beef Tip.
I forgot about beef too. Shit.
Sorry, let me start over.
This is at least a good indication that there's
so
lot
many
of
good players that can make top
Well,
8.
so here's the thing about Beef Tip. Like, Beef Tip is really, really good, but he's also prone to nerves. Like, I think like, it's Falco, and Falco is definitely an amazing Arcadian character, but Beef Tip is also very good at getting tilted, especially in unfamiliar matchups, and there's a lot of unfamiliar matchups for him in this Arcadian. Like, think about the number of Luigis and Ice Climbers.
This is like a really weird Arcadian in terms of character spreads.
It's kind of hype.
There's like no Foxes, no Puffs. He's the only Falco. You're the only sheep. Well, you and Rob Rowe.
Oh no, Dr. Dickfingers is also in her.
I don't
I'm
know.
not getting shit.
Yeah. I'd be
Doctor Who?
surprised if he got 17.
Yeah, so I
Like-
guess starting over, 7th is Rob, and 7th is also Sidward.
Hands.
5th is Pelipper, and 5th is I guess Beef Tip also at 5th, and then 4th is Flair, 3rd is Barracuda, 2nd is myself, 1st is C. I don't remember who I kicked off this, but can't have been too important.
I think our list is kind of similar.
Okay.
All right, Choi, go for it.
Alright, I have Chi winning, Beef Tip getting 2nd, Barracuda getting 3rd, Flair getting 4th, C-Mac and Pelipper tying for 5th, and Sid and Rob Rowe getting 7th.
Respectable.
I think
said-
the big. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
There you go. I was gonna say I said Chi. I meant Choi. I have Choi winning.
I was actually gonna put myself
oh.
over Rob for
Oh,
second,
yeah.
but, it's gotta be
Just 1-0 difference.
The thing that really sticks out to me about this Arcadian is that out of the people that won it the most, I think C-Mac wants it even. Like,
I think the whole wanting it thing is a total meme that has no impact on competitive play in any context. Everyone wants it. Like, wanting it more doesn't translate into anything, I don't think. Especially in a game like Melee that's like, yes, it's physical, but it's not like football.
Graham hasn't watched enough anime, clearly.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily true. I don't think it has a lot of effect, but like,
I think it has enough of effect.
I think if
I-
C-Mac wins this Arcadian, it's because he'll have been the best player who played the best most consistently. I don't think it will have anything to do with like the anime factor.
I mean,
It's just me though.
I mean, if I'm like, if I don't consider anime factors at all, like, I think I'm winning. Like, I don't think anybody's prepared more than me. I don't think anybody has prepared better than me.
Is
and I
that
don't-
not an anime factor though?
No. I am so confident in the level and amount of preparation that I've done for this tournament that I have a really hard time.
Sounds kind of anime to me.
it sounds kind of. I don't know, man. I think. I don't know. I think it just has to. I think the anime factor is really just who's a better, as in sports they would call it, who's a better competitor. You know, and we kind of actually talked about it in Discord earlier. It's kind of like almost who's got the intangibles. You know, you're telling me Tim Tebow was the best quarterback in that Broncos Steelers game from like 4 years ago? No. No, but he did a touchdown pass to win the game in overtime. That's the anime factor. That dude is one of the best competitors to ever touch a football field.
Is Tim Tebow the most anime NFL player ever?
For someone who praises God, yes.
I mean, there's
I
a
mean,
lot
God
of things
and
in his
anime
favor
go
for that.
hand in hand.
Right?
Clearly.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand.
there's our next episode title.
Like
God
a
and anime go
football.
hand in
I've got the power of God and anime on my side. I'm Tim fucking Tebow. Don't fuck with me.
No, I mean, Graham, thinking about it more, I do agree with you. Like, there is way more to the gameplay element. Like, mindset is overstated a lot. Like, I mean, like, mindset is definitely important, and like, kind of those intangibles are really important. But it does come down to like being consistent, like having better game plans, like, and to that end, like, I think there are lots of people who are roughly equivalent, and I have a lot of faith in myself, but it's probably a little overblown, a little over anime to say. I don't think.
How does best of 5 work in this? Is it only winners, losers, finals, and grands, or does
No,
it
it's top 8.
Top 8, I think, yeah.
It's gonna be top.
top 8 is best of 5? Okay.
So, yeah. No, I mean, even taking anime out of the equation, I do think other people have a really great chance against me. So I don't hope nobody really takes it apart. Like,
I'm just saying. I think
Have a
a
good chance.
little bit of anime never hurts. Talk to Tiger. Tiger will tell you. Tiger, read up.
Never heard anyone.
I just watched ping
He
pong.
watched ping pong and instantly got better. I'm not saying that's exactly why, but I wouldn't be surprised if ping pong didn't like channel some inner like competitive motivation side of him that he didn't have before. Because he said it wasn't practicing he was doing. He just
Tiger
watched
definitely
ping
has
pong
an
and
inner anime factor to him. You could tell just looking at him.
look at him, dude.
It's like Rob Bro. You ever look at him, he has the inner autism factor. You can tell just looking at him.
Dude,
I've heard Alex on many occasions be like, just look at him. And,
Just
you
look
know,
at them.
it's true.
you kind
Are
of
Locke, on another note, is Locke entering this Arcadian?
No, but who
What
gives a
does that
fuck?
even mean?
Are Locke and Rob Rowe actually the same person?
I've never
We've
seen
seen
them
them-
both in the same place.
Because I haven't either.
All right, guys, we are running the end of our time. It seems like we all
We're just
agree.
gonna brush that one off. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like we all agree that the Arcadian is going to be pretty exciting. To watch.
I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be tight.
Yeah, so
I have
there's gonna be a lot of close sets, I hope, and hopefully, as Alex says, there's gonna be a lot of good melee. Alex, you're on the mic for top 8, right?
Yes, yeah, me and
Awesome.
Dylan are
That'd be
gonna
great.
cook it up.
It's the best team, I think.
I'm gonna do my best Sleepy K impression.
Make sure to dress in a Duna shirt. That'll be
Yeah, that's not happening.
that ain't happening.
Love you,
You-
love you. But
You just wear that Rock
That's
Lee
what
shirt. That's all you gotta do.
probably
You
what,
just
that's actually what I'm probably gonna wear. That's why I wore it tonight because we were talking about the Arcadian, and that's what I wore last Arcadian. So I'll probably wear it again this Arcadian, just to inspire Coconut Man, who I might be coaching.
Ooh. All right.
I coach
Does that
Coconut
change
man
anybody-
over me?
You didn't want my coaching, you cunt. Does that change anybody's top 8 predictions though?
Oh, a little bit.
So bad.
A little bit. Coconut's got all the tools. I watched him play. He's
He's
gotta
pretty
put it
good.
together.
Yeah.
You want to talk about wanting to win?
That guy wants to win.
To win.
I gotta win.
I got
Yeah,
the strat to winning the Arcadian. I'm gonna have Reggie sit next to me, and I'm gonna pretend like it's doubles. And win me the Arcadian.
I like that.
I like that.
Has that worked for you when you've been playing doubles though?
No, because usually you're there, and it's just like, man.
And we win, right?
And we
Win, right?
But it's upsetting. It's upsetting to win with you, if anything.
It's upsetting to win with me.
Maybe you should sit next to me, and then we could pretend like it's doubles, because I hate teaming with Reggie, actually. So, if you sit next to me, Graham, and I pretend it's doubles, and I just win the tournament, what does that prove?
Oh god. All right,
That Graham has an inner anime factor, and
God
it's letting
only
me win.
knows.
guys. Before we sign off for the night, can anybody give us an update on Arun? Like, do we know? Graham, you're the closest to him. What's happening with Arun?
Arun's in a better place.
Yeah,
Grham's in a better place.
yeah, playing in a crew with Luigi, Pikachu, Luigi, and another Peach.
Arun has been doing pretty well at NorCal locals.
Yeah, that's
he has
right.
yet to take a big name, but he's beating people that you haven't heard of and are probably good because they're in NorCal. And yeah, we all miss him dearly.
Yeah, Graham kind of looks like One Punch Man with hair, so I think he should definitely start watching anime.
Oh my
Hassel told
god.
me
I'm
I would like
trying
One
to
Punch
get-
Man.
Graham to watch anime with me, and I've been edging around the topic, if you know what I mean. And
Yeah.
we're
That
almost
sounds
ready to
good.
burst.
Sounds kind of
just-
gay.
The
He's so
funniest thing I experience is when Hassel is like trying to get me into something, and like the way he'll talk about it and try to like entice me, sort of be like, "Yeah, well, you should like really pick up Guilty Gear." It's like there's some. I think you would really like this character. None of that's ever gonna happen. I
See,
just
that's
can't
messed
do it,
up. I
Hassel.
just don't understand because like his defense is that he's too normie for anime, but like
It's not
he's
my
not
defense.
normie. What is your defense then?
I'm not a degenerate. I've
Okay.
So
suffered.
he's too normy.
You study frame data more
You're
than
saying-
anyone in North Carolina. You are clearly a degenerate.
Do I know?
Graham is the most degenerate human being I know.
Probably.
First of all, second of all, he's a closet anime watcher. I think it's confirmed. That's why
Closet anime
he
watcher.
originally put the lock on his door so people wouldn't catch him watching anime.
this is a
Third.
deep lore.
I'm gonna get Graham to watch anime with me. It's only a matter of time at this point. He has no control over the
Hassel, I'll make you a deal. If you get top 8 at the Arcadian, not even win, if you get top 8 at the Arcadian, I will watch an anime of your choosing with some restrictions on length because I know some of them are just like 500 episodes long. We can discuss that part.
Well, that's
But I
not
will
fair
watch-
because I'm gonna win anyways.
Then take the bet, you idiot.
Well, yeah, what? That's free.
Yo, what the
then.
fuck are you doing?
No,
You
but it's
fucking
like,
idiot.
I'm just saying.
I'm
You're
just
a closet
honest.
anime watcher. You're taking a bet where you already know I'm going to win.
This isn't
so you
a
can be
bet.
like, oh yeah, this is
Because
the
I
reason
win
why."
nothing.
But now
if
you get to
don't
watch
top
it
8.
with him.
I don't get. I'm
and
not betting
confirm
you
it.
anything. If you don't make top 8, nothing changes.
All right, we're gonna
Well,
carry
you
this
gotta
discussion
go.
off stream, guys.
This is an incentive.
Twitter handles, Hassels. All right.
I don't know my Twitter handle, but go follow Zasa. I don't know.
As also SSBM.
That's it.
All right, Graham. Yeah.
I don't have a Twitter anymore, but if you want to make bets on anything Arcadian related, please hit me up.
Anything.
Please.
Anything.
What
Anything.
can I think of to get?
Will you be doing bets at the venue?
Oh yeah.
Will Safe be hosting? Will he be on the mic at any point?
I hope so.
I
Alex,
pray to
Safe
God
or
he's on the
top
mic.
8?
Where can the people find you on Twitter?
At _SSBM. Most of it's not Smash related, but you may find it funny anyway.
Dash has a good
yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I'll endorse
Oh,
his Twitter.
thanks.
And finally, you guys can find me at Chi Just Chi. That we are signing off for that. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of the second season. We will be back
There's no game
sometime.
show?
We all miss Arun, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I thought
I
you
know.
made a game show.
I miss Arun.
I
Honestly.
thought you made a game show.
Graham, listen.
She ain't a room.
There's no way I could replace the hole that
You made
Arun
it.
left in your
Graham, why
heart.
don't you make a game show right now?
Yeah, Graham, why don't you
For
make
the
a
whole
game?
family to share in.
For the whole family.
Yeah, I need to waste another 10 minutes before Flair gets here. So
Flair's coming over?
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Are y'all playing?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
once
just
I
not.
put some pants on.
Y'all trying to play some melee?
You're not putting your pants on. Let's be honest.
I mean, I might not. I might pull an
Actually,
Alex and just
or-
fucking roam in the nude.
I might go to bed.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, peace.
Peace
All
out,
right.
guys.
Bye,
See you.
everybody.
Hope you have fun.
Thanks for tuning in.